slip away. I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up to get out late, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know I can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing, rushing. And it all comes rushing back. The stages and the love all comes rushing back at once. I always let the days slip away. I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up to get out late, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know I can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. Slip away. I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up to get out late, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know I can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing, rushing. And it all comes rushing back. I feel the gravity pulling me faster than it ever has before. When I was 17, nicotine loving at me rushing out the door. I try to hold it back, take a breath, looking at old pictures on the floor. But I hear everything telling me you don't ever try to let it go. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing, rushing. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. All the years, all the issues, all the eyes I have looked into, the stages and the love all comes rushing back at once. I always let the days slip away. I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up to get all in, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know I can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back.
Ladies and gentlemen, and it all comes rushing back.
And it all comes rushing, rushing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing, rushing. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing back.
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. How's everybody doing? Best streamer to turn on a webcam after the sun goes down. I'm starting to catch up on everything I need to catch up on back in my life here. Still a little under the weather, but soldiering through. Anywho, how's everybody doing? It's good to be here. Sorry about Sauce. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last night. A lot of people have been through here. Sauce is my favorite player, which is why I'm bummed he got traded away.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's
But ultimately, like,
Best Knicks season started home since 2012-13 hashtag.
at a certain point, it's not working. Was Quincy Williams actually underperforming? He had a good game last game. I think ultimately they want to try out and see what talent they have on their team before next season and see who they need to retain and who they need to get rid of. 2027 draft is going to be stacked with talent. True. Honestly, there are some monsters in this year's draft too, in my opinion. There are two guys out of Ohio State that are dogs. This is my guy in the draft though. Arvell Reese. Oh my God. This guy's a freak show. That's who I hope the Jets take. Downs is also a freak. And it's like a linebacker who I think should be a pure pass rusher and then a safety. So I don't know. I hope the Jets don't get baited into overpicking a QB. Update on China trip. I mean, none to give other than that it's locked in. What about your boy Fernando? I'm going to be honest. I think Fernando Mendoza, barring some kind of miracle, is going to be a saint. I think Fernando Mendoza is going to be a saint. I think there's a good chance that Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza are off the board before the Jets pick. And yeah. And I'm going to be real. I'm not sold on Dante Moore. I'm not. Especially as like a third or fourth overall pick.
Just got done working 2 weeks of 12 to 15 hour days for elections.
I like Ty Simpson.
Texas.
I do too.
I need this stream.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, man. Dante Moore feels like a Jets pick. Yeah. Happy to report that Edgar Wright's Running Man has a heavy dose of Verhoeven-flavored camp and satire, a big, loud movie led by physical Glenn Powell performance that lets him mix his leading man charisma in new ways. Can't wait to talk more about it. I'm excited for the Running Man. If the Jets have the number one pick, where do you think they will be picking? I think it's Fernando Mendoza. I'm going to be real with you. I think no matter who is number one, even if it's not a quarterback needy team, I think someone will trade in and pick Fernando Mendoza. Now, that is a mid-season report. Players have been known to tank their draft stock all the time. The NCAA playoffs is going to determine a lot. But right now, if the draft happened today, Fernando Mendoza is the number one overall pick no matter what. Either a team is going to pick him or they're going to trade out a number one and someone else is going to pick him. I don't even know if Ty Simpson will enter the draft. The Jets just got all those picks for a reason. They're going to trade up. I hope they don't. I hope they just pick BPA because that's what they need to do. At least in this draft, 2027, they can trade up. Do the Jets even want to win? I don't think they want to win anymore this season. I'm still shook from last week's twist ending in Shutter Island. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I showed my girlfriend the police chase with the Austin copter, and I regaled my Gamba success. An amazing moment. Yeah. Let's fucking go, Will. You the GOAT. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the hype train.
BBW update?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yo, we'll watch Battle Royal the other day. What a masterpiece of
She
film.
went back down into her little spider hole. She's doing great. She's a happy spider, from what I can tell.
And I just want to know how I can do that and how much it's going to cost me.
Oh, Is this
First of all,
about
you need
all
to
the
get
different
cable
streaming
or an antenna.
services?
Forgot to mention that I am under the age of 50. Oh yeah, that's my bad. You're going to want to go with YouTube TV plus NFL Sunday Ticket. It's either going to be $85 a month or $34.50 for 8 months. So for the cheapest option, it's going to cost me $276 to watch all the games. Well, most of the games. What do you mean most of the games? Well, we signed a deal with Amazon, so all of the Thursday night games are now on Prime Video, and with 5 months in the season at about $15 a month, you're looking at another $75. So you're telling me I need to spend $351 just so I can watch all the games? Yeah, most of the games. What else do I need? You're also going
Were
to
you
need ESPN
contractually
for...
obligated to shave for Hey Donna on G4, or did the curtain match the grapes?
No, it was not contractually obligated.
Exclusive Monday night game on week 7 for another 12. You just said ESPN twice. Did you not hear me say plus? I mean, it could not be more obvious that they are two completely separate things. Okay, well, I guess if that's it. And you'll need Netflix for the Christmas games and Peacock for a random Saturday night game that's going on in week 17. Do any of these at least just give me Red Zone? No. Red Zone cost extra. And it now has commercials. So you're telling me if I want to watch every single NFL game this season, I have to spend $482 across 6 different platforms? No, that's just silly. Oh, so I'm wrong. Of course you are. It's actually going to cost you way more because none of the prices I gave you included taxes or fees.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you
this
doing?
is...
Watching the games online for free. But the FBI took those websites down. Yeah, for like 24 hours. I highly suggest that you guys start rethinking your business model.
I agree with this. I don't want to talk too much sports, but I think it was like TJ Watt the other week, former player, current sports commentator, JJ Watt, my bad. He like put a tweet out and he was like, I literally can't watch this football game. What the fuck is this? And yeah, I just think at a certain point, like what the NFL has done, scattering all the different games. Like, I don't mind if the NFL is on a lot of different platforms. And if like the occasional game is on multiple platforms, that's fine. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, but there has to be a more streamlined way to just be able to watch an entire season with like, without signing up for 8 different streamers. It's so brutal. It's so crazy. It's so fucking crazy. It's not just the NFL, all sports have done this. I mean, here's what I would say. Baseball, basketball, at least it makes a little bit more sense because there's like 100 games in a season, right? So if you don't watch all of them, if there's a special screener for special games, whatever, I get it. But with the NFL, it's 17 games. It's every game is pivotal. So you want to watch, if not all 17, the vast majority of your team's games. So the fact that you have to fucking sign up for so many different services is just like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? I hope they figure it out. Same thing with the Fanatic jerseys. Dude, the Fanatic jerseys, the worst thing to happen to sports. It's like, dude, those jerseys suck. I started pirating again when I went to watch Severance on Amazon, then was sent an email to add Paramount or some BS. Even then kept going with it, but I didn't know how the old password for the account and went through the reset process, but it said I had to wait. Yeah. They are creating their own piracy economy, truly. Like, they are creating their own piracy problem. I don't know. I just got 4 official jerseys from DH Gate for less than the price of one from the NFL shop. Literally the same factory. You just have to wait a month for delivery. Hey, Jesus Christ. Happy birthday. Let's do our birthday thing. For all the birthdays.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lisa, it's your birthday. God bless you this day. You gave me the gift of a little sister, and I'm proud of you today. Lisa, your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. I wish you love and goodwill. I wish you praise and joy.
I wish you better than your heart desires.
And your first kiss from a boy. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Oh, Bart. What a good birthday song. Maybe the best birthday song. Is there a whole discussion, or isn't there a whole discussion over this episode? Yeah, basically Michael Jackson wanted to do an episode with The Simpsons. The legality of it became very strange. They got a voice actor. Michael Jackson wrote and sang under an alias for part of it. It's a famous episode. Weird, yeah. Bro, this is actually dope as fuck. Cinema. Never thought I'd seen arcane level animation in an Indian production. Oh, let's take a look. Crazy.
నీ బాహుబలిని ఎవరు కాపాడతారు ఇప్పుడు?
Bro, I have to say, the Indian like storytelling and filmmaking process lends itself so well to anime too. Indian animes are gonna go fucking wild. The Snark, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate you.
అదే ప్రశ్న ఇంద్ర. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరు కాపాడతారా?
Chad.
ఈ 14 లోకాల మనుగడ ఒకే ఒక మానవుడి చేతిలో. ఆ శక్తి పేరి.
That's sick. I mean, yeah, dude, the anime world has broadened so much. Like, really, the first country to start making really successful anime outside of Japan was the United States, obviously. But now China is making some bangers. And I would love to see India dip its toe into the anime world. France too. Yeah, South Korea as well, man. Yeah, there's cool anime from all over. I forgot that Solo Leveling is Korean. Imagine an Irish anime. We might be kind of far off from that still. But I can imagine it. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow I'm going to be going with Elam, Nicewig, and Blau to a LA Kings hockey game. And I think we're going to be streaming it too. So, you know, a little bit more sports stuff. So should be fun. Should be with the boys. I think you can tune in for that. So this is our ninja way. Oh, dude. I was crapping on people in Arc Raiders right before I went live. And we got stuck in a weird position. Here are the boys getting some Arc Raider W's. I'll go first so we don't knock each other off.
Yeah. I'll go now. Oh, okay. Go.
Yep, they're here. Broke shield.
Got one. Oh, I'm one health.
Nice.
I gotta heal.
Oh, heal. Barricade the other door. It's kind of genius.
Oh shit. Yeah, they might sort of break it down.
That's that Timmy game guy. Timmy's really locked in his ninja way. Oh, Jay Dilla just invited me to play Arc Raiders. That's so funny. He's fiending, dude. So funny that you're still Timmy Game Guy. Timmy Game Guy has become the real gamer. Will Neff doesn't game. Timmy Game Guy does. Hello, I used to watch you and Caroline on YouTube channel. And are y'all together still? Because I haven't seen y'all a long time. Ducky's J, yeah, for sure. We're on each other's stream all the time. I really struggle with my ADHD. I work a 9-to-5 desk job, and I'd much rather make content, but I don't even know what content to make. Decision paralysis. Yeah, that's tough. Another month of laughs, another request for Neff hoodie merch. Yeah, I think I met an artist at TwitchCon who does like dank ass, crazy ass art. And there's something very specific that he makes that I think we're gonna do for the next hoodie. He makes art in the style of Jet Set Radio. And so I think the next hoodie is going to be a Jet Set Radio style hoodie, and we're just gonna release a hoodie and a t-shirt. But yeah, his shit is crazy. Shakira Law is going too far. Dude, what is Dumpert? It was like a, what am I? Damn, bro. Mamdani already implementing Shakira Law. It's tough to see, dude. You know, all the critics were right, dude. Shakira Law taking over the country already. It's tough to see. Are you gonna move out of New York now? I live in French Polynesia.
Take no shit from anyone.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I think I missed it, but when did that WWE collab happen, and is there a reward?
That's still in the works. That's still in the works.
Everything is changing.
Oh? What is this?
Félicitations, John.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I've wanted to watch this movie for so long. Let the Corpses Tan.
Félicitations, John. Mission accomplie. Vous pouvez rentrer à la base, mon cher.
Affirmatif.
Oh. This is so my shit.
Smile.
Holy shit.
Et je savais ce que je finirais par trouver au bout de ce long chemin de destruction.
Shoot it in to my fucking dick. Holy, that looks fun. I gotta watch Let the Corpses Tan too. Jaylen Brown fake hairline strikes again. What is this? Oh no. Let the man use his gender affirming care. I mean, she's not wrong. Maya Hawke reveals the advice from her mom, Uma Thurman. Wait, her mom, Uma Thurman, gave her before working with Quentin Tarantino. Keep your shoes on. Sound advice. Sound advice. How do you feel about Tom Brady cloning his dead dog? Man, I get it. I fucking get it, to be honest. Nah, bro. I mean, I'm going to be so for real. I love Farley. I fucking love Farley. If I have the means, it's not the same dog, though. I mean, to him, you know, who's it hurting? Who is it hurting? That's my whole thing. You know what I mean? If it's hurting someone, then I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. But if someone does something that it's like it doesn't affect anybody else's life, it's like, come on, man. I don't care. I don't think I would do it, but I at least am sympathetic to it. Kind of fucked up. Is it though? Like I don't know. If it's your best friend, it's your best friend, bro. Yes, very. I'm going to be honest. I think you care too much. I think y'all care too much. Slippery slope? I guess. I don't really care. I don't really care. It's one step away from people. I don't know. I understand that people hate Tom Brady, and I think there's legitimate reasons to hate Tom Brady. Right? If you want to dig into that, you can dig into that. But like the guy missing his dog and having like $1 billion and being like, I miss my dog. I'm kind of like, you know, it's weird. It's weird, but is it hurting anybody? I don't know. It's a low gripe. Sorry. It's a low priority gripe, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like, eh. Freudian slip. No, I'm just sick. I'm just sick, you guys. My brain is on 10%. It would freak me out to have a clone of my dog. Really? 1,000% he will clone himself? Listen, that's unethical. That's unethical.
Wow, that's
unless
you've affected our lives in a show whole kinda good way. Would you be into being cloned for us? Lol.
No, I don't think I will. But listen, I am against Tom Brady cloning himself, if that's the logical limit, unless he decides to play for the New York Jets, right? Because think about it. The Jets are probably going to be bad for the next 30 years. So if he decides to clone himself in 10 years, 21 years old, Tom Brady 2.0 coming out of college, coming out of Michigan, the Jets are probably going to control that number 1 draft pick. You know what I mean? And in that case, then I think we have to put our moral and ethical concerns aside and let Tom Brady 2 helm the New York Jets. You know what I mean? I think you guys are being too short-sighted there. Okay? I need TB2 on the Jets. All right, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking long term. Okay, you guys are very short-sighted with this one. Maybe if we could play with his genome too. I mean, not too much. Just give him a few extra inches of height. You know, maybe up that muscle mass a little bit. Get that 40 time down. Then we're really cooking.
At Will Neff3, if you mentioned this already, what's the progress with the VOD site?
It's up. I think it's up, right? I don't know. Warner Brothers will announce whether or not it plans to sell by Christmas this year. If Warner Bros. Decides not to sell or go in another direction, Paramount has discussed potentially taking an offer directly to shareholders. Oh, fuck. No, Jesus. Yeah, not great. Yeah, we saw the Quentin Tarantino advice. Listen, if you up the muscle mass, is that even him at that point? Sounds fair to me. I mean, truly. What is this? Does anyone understand the judging criteria? Oh.
Ask me where I come from. I'll say a different land, but I've got memories and
Jojo?
travel like gypsies in the night. I count gates and numbers, then play the guessing game. It's just the
What am I looking at?
place that changes, the rest is still the same. But I've got
What is this?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
I don't
cool.
understand. My brain doesn't have enough health points to understand that right now. Did you see Paramount and Netflix making Hollywood East in New Jersey with the new studios being built? Good for Jersey. Dexerto. Domino's has released a discount code 67 to make a one-topping large pizza cost only $6.70 for carryout only. And just like that, 6-7 was dead. Finally. Darby Allin and Tony Hawk have received approval to build a skate park together in Henry County, Georgia. This picture's cold as fuck. Darby Allin is resurrecting an authentic type of white boy energy that hasn't been seen since the early 2000s. True. Darby is a madman, bro. Darby is crazy. That guy does crazy shit. Did you hear about the Russian It's Always Sunny? What? What?
There's a Russian version of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What?
Frank.
I'm going fact because that would just be fantastic.
Lamb.
Yes, I want it to be fact.
Get your back!
It's called It's Always Sunny in Moscow.
No.
And it
Oh,
features the full cast of Russian counterparts to Dennis, Mac, Charlie D, and Frank. And the core concept remains the same. They're terrible people running a bar and constantly ruining each other's lives. The bar in that show is actually called Philadelphia as a tribute to the original series. And yes, the tone, the chaos, and the moral bankruptcy, it's all pretty much intact, except instead of rum ham, you're talking about vodka. And it's one of the rare cases where American dark comedy made it across borders and kept its edge. It's Always Sunny in Moscow lasted one season back in 2014.
It's always sunny in Moscow. Wow, dude. That's so funny. That's awesome. Any plans for Survivor/baseball before the China trip? I'm not gonna lie, all my plans got thrown into a blender because I've been sick. I literally have a flu right now. I've been feeling like crap. I definitely got sick from trick-or-treating with a bunch of kids. Feels bad, man. Stavi was on late night yesterday talking about how he got the Yorgos movie. Oh, I want to see
When
this.
he called and said, yeah, you're going to be this movie, were you surprised that it was to be a police officer? Like, once you got over the fact that it was real?
Yeah, no, that was the funny thing is what I play is a fat cop creep.
Yeah.
And he was like, I need a law enforcement pervert. I know the guy, no audition necessary. Just get him on the plane, the first plane over. That's basically how it went.
Emma Stone, a lot of, I feel bad for Emma because I'm sure everybody's talking to her about how she shaved her head for the movie.
Yeah.
Jesse has like crazy long, greasy, matted, sweaty hair.
Yeah.
No one's talking about the fact that you had to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Look at these beautiful tresses you see before you.
I mean, it's crazy to hire Stavros and then be like, I don't want the hair.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so they hired me to be a cop, and I had to cut my hair, and that set the bald ponytail back a year and a half. You know what I mean? Like, I had to cut, and I'm kind of pissed because, Emma's got a bunch of there's no think pieces about me cutting my hair.
Well, you were in a tough situation because I'm sure you couldn't say you won't cut yours after Emma shaved her head.
Yeah. Hilariously, the first day I was there, I'm talking to the hair guy, I'm like, cop can have a ponytail. You know, just pull it back. And then I get on set, and a famous, beautiful woman is bald, and I'm like, I'm not getting at his haircut. There's no way. I'm like, let's trim me up right now.
Yorgos might make me a fan yet, dude. I gotta see Begonia. That's so rad, dude. Stavi, man. Stavi on the way up. Begonia is good. All right, I'll check it out. Talking about Always Sunny, this is why Austin bought a life vac.
What's this?
I think he's choking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he can't get air. Okay, folks, we have a few specials tonight. Oh my God!
Austin's irrational fear of choking is so funny. In case you don't know or you don't watch Fear End, apparently Austin's show bought a device called a life vac for every room in his house. It's not irrational. It's irrational. It is irrational. I'm sorry. Maybe you can get away with one life vac. Maybe. But having one of these in every room in your house is crazy. I'm sorry. Like, clearly he's never watched the video of the firefighting showing you how to stop yourself from choking if you're alone. I told him. I was like, well, the Heimlich maneuver, or you can perform the Heimlich on the back of a chair. And he was like, nah, I need that. I need that life vac. More of alt you. I just don't think he got a DUI Is this Wild Bill Neff?
How you like being up the top of these trees, Wild Bill? I love it. It's my home. Heck, I was right up in the old tree. Me and the old wife-to-be got her up, took your robe, pulled a little basket up, had some tater salad in it, ham, blanket, bottle of wine, couple glasses. I dropped the old Questing tour, sealed the old deal, about 90 foot up top, big old sycamore. Yeah. Hoorah! The first time I ever climbed a tree, probably about 4 years old, bunch of balloons from a birthday party went up, got caught in the top. I just seen it up there.
That's very cool.
Untied them, ease right on back down the ground, brother. Hoorah! I'm a raven. Ha, 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 ha.
All right. My buddy out in the show, he got one of his cat bandit caught up in about a sycamore about 12 feet in the air. And I scarcely, do that. What I did, I took an extension cord, I tethered it up on the top, climbed, got the cat out of the tree, Austin said, "Oh, you my hero, Billy." I said, "Yeah, you know, did what I do." Come on, eh? Dude, I was talking to Wubby today about something we're working on, and I told him the story about Wild Bill Neff, and he has been sending me pictures in Discord of Wild Bill Neff.
Wow, that's very cool.
on
yeah, brother, love
spam
you
mode,
saying
dude. He sent me like 6 pictures. He's like, "This guy?" Wild Bill, I didn't tell you what. Come on now. He's the better Will Neff. Let's be honest. He's just better. You missed another traumatic high school cutie story? Oh, God.
And everyone told all my friends went to a New Year's party and everyone told me they weren't doing anything. And then the next day I got on MySpace and I saw everyone upload their pictures. And I found out all my friends went to a party and they didn't want to invite me because they were drinking and they didn't want me to judge them because I was a weird Mormon girl. But what's crazy is I never judged them.
So they were looking at it as an excuse.
I think I was just bad vibes. Respectfully, I don't blame anyone for not hanging out with me.
Don't blame yourself. Every story you tell us, it's like, oh my God, these are the worst people ever.
My brother was a basketball coach at a different high school. He was like, "Blair, just switch this high school." Like, respectfully, you were getting shit on every day at school. He was like, "All the boys think you're so cute." And I was like, "Probably not. It's just my brother being nice. I'm going to go there and I'm going to be the freak." But you take the gamble with being either the new girl or the hot girl, because sometimes the new kid's the hot kid.
I don't think it works that way. You have to be the hot kid, though, first and foremost.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever a hot kid. Well, I have someone that would beg to differ. Thanks, I needed that.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. I saw this video of the guy putting the crown on the monkey. Oh, so regal. Such a regal monkey. Elden Lord. Do you agree with this take? It's not weird, right? Huh?
Requested video to make explaining female Yautja. I'm going to regret making this video, aren't I? Believe it or not, female Yautja are actually bigger and stronger than their male counterparts. They're 9 feet tall and 500 pounds of pure lean muscle. They possess mammary glands or milk glands that provide nourishment and antibodies for their young. And class, we're not going to be weird about this.
Is that a challenge? Are you challenging me? Because I accept. This video, like yours, is also strictly for educational purposes.
No.
But you'd be lying to yourself if you didn't think that they were baddies.
No.
Brother, if you see something like this, you're not telling me you wouldn't shoot your shot.
No.
He says in his video that the female Yautjas are bigger and stronger than the male ones. He also says in his video that before you mate with a Yautja, you must prove yourself to her by throwing each other around. So is that like supposed to be a bad thing? Or so what you're telling me is that they're big, strong, independent queens who like to dominate you.
Oh, God.
It's not weird to say that you're shooting your shot. 90 to 95% of men who had the opportunity, they are cracking.
The mask stays on. Listen, one rule. the mask stays on, okay? If I'm if I'm going after the universe's most dangerous game, oh God. Not the Preducy. Not the fucking Preducy. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Predator Lady cannot give you head. Noted. Did you just share me Boss Rutan's survival street fighting? Not even the highlight video. He sent me the full hour. You think I don't know about the old internet dark magic? You're talking to my girlfriend. I don't like this. Okay. Bang it, bang it, bang. I break your knee. Smash his face. Smash his face.
Airboat drinking a beer. Hey, that's a weapon right there because he can hit the beer bottle on your head. Is he drinking a nice little soda? Hey, that's a weapon too because he can crush it and stab it in your face. And now with this set being like talking to you for 2 minutes, if you didn't see me holding this knife, you could have been dead, my friend, because I can play the innocent person. I can say, look, sir, I really don't want anything of this. And I go, whoop, like this, and I slit your throat, and it's over and out. Okay? With this said, keep your eyes open. Look what he's carrying in his hands. Very important. We're going to start. Get ready.
You don't do this. Dang it, dang it, dang. Slit his throat. Hold on. We need the highlights.
Let me tell you first that I've been around. I've been a bouncer for many, many years. Bang, bang, bang. It's a street fight. Never look away from your opponent. Look, sir, I really don't want anything of this. And I go, whoop, like this, and I slit your throat, and it's over and out. Everybody underestimates the kick in the groin. Boom, that's the first thing to do. I follow up, bang, bang, bang. Right away after that, dang it, the dang it, the dang. See what I'm doing? Boom, that's the left elbow right there. I can also deliver bang,
headbutt from nothing.
Boom, the right elbow.
Headbutt from nothing, bro. I said that so much as a teenager. Headbutt from nothing. Don't you ever do this.
Bang, right straight. Maybe now the headbutt comes. Knee to the face.
Zadine? No, okay. Some people don't know who Boss Rutan is. Boss Rutan is one of the best competitive martial artists of all time. He was in a fighting circuit called Pride. And in Pride at that time, you couldn't strike with a closed fist. So a lot of people... Oh, no, you're right. It's Pancrase. Sorry, not Pride. Pancrase. You couldn't strike with a closed fist in Pancrase. And he was the first guy to be like, I'm just going to throw punches with my open hand. I'm just going to like bitch slap the fuck out of people. And he dominated. He beat the ever-loving dog shit out of people.
And looky, look what we got here. Smack his face.
Smack his face.
Create distance and grab a chair. You can slam it into his face. You can stab with it. And while I throw it at him, I will kick him in the groin. Boom, right straight. Going to bounce his head on the table 10 times or something. Don't
you ever do this?
Right away you say, okay, I'm sorry. Bang!
No, I'm
bang,
not.
Bang! No, I'm not. And he comes in.
Bro, I'm telling you, this was my shit as a teenager. I loved boss rooting. I don't know if you guys ever have seen me do it. I used to do the boss rooting kick where he would jump up and do like the high splits all the time.
Front kick. Boom. Boom. Simultaneously, the elbow in the head. Grab his wrist. Grab your own wrist and bend his arm. I control him, you see?
Cap? I don't even know if I can do it anymore, and I'm
That's
sick.
very cool.
Let me see if I can still do this shit. I'm gonna break every bone in my body.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Still got it.
It's the whole, everything I want to do. We grab, but just to make sure, we grab this arm also. Now we're in total control. He tried to kill me, so I got to return him the favor. I step underneath here, and now I'm controlling him with my head, and I can stab his own knife here in the liver. Stab
in the liver.
Watch. I'm grabbing the inside of his hand like this. 1, 2. Support his elbow. I can, of course, kick him in the head. I really want to be, I can put my knee on and break the arm. Never, ever let him take that choke. Because if you're out, God knows what they're going to do with you. He's choking me and he's going to lift me up. Well, I'm loose. Okay. 1. Kick to the knees. Or maybe a heel.
To the balls.
Heel to the balls. Heel to the balls. And I can lean forward, and go back with a headbutt to the head. Kick to the leg. Heel to the groin. All the way go like this and come back with a headbutt to the side. Somebody's telling me that about my
wife?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm going to break your leg. I grab his toes, and then I'm going to go like that this knee will be shattered. You get your arm, you break the kick, bang, right straight. Or he grabs it again, go out, bang, left straight. Push him down as hard as I can. I make a turn, and you see I got an arm bar on him. Boom, kick in the groin, bang, right straight. Wrong move. Don't do that to El
Guapo.
Walk, wrap, bum, strike, boom, elbow. Once he's down, boom, knee to the head. I'm grabbing his arm. It's full power. I hit his wrist. This is a wrist lock right here. I pull it. Ow! 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 Bang.
Yes.
No shit from anyone.
Will, sorry that you kind of had a shit time playing Dispatch last time. Glad you are still willing to play it. It gets better as it goes on.
Oh, dude, no, I had to wake up for a flight so early. That's why I stopped playing Dispatch. And I didn't want to absolutely botch that section, so I didn't have time to replay it. Just for those of you who don't know who Boss Rootin' is, we'll watch some Boss Rootin' highlights, dude. This guy, dude. Bang! And there's the kick. Fwa, fwa. Bro, I love that this man just wore rolled up fucking basketball shorts.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
William Nefferson, thank you for streaming.
Bare knuckle is crazy. So that was the thing about Pancrase is you couldn't throw a closed fist punch. And he was the first guy in this style of fighting, Pancrase, to be like, I'm just going to throw punches, but with my hands open. He's even talked about it before. This is some Baki shit? Yeah, truly. I mean, classic celebration, too. Still emoting as they're taking this guy out. Thank you so much for the 3 months. El Guapo. Oh, God, man. Those shots to the liver, Jesus Christ. You have no idea how fucked the liver shot is until you take one. Real shit. Bro, I when I did boxing, dude, the old heads tell you, they're like, getting hit in the face will knock you out. And it hurts. But taking one of those absolutely fucking like pure shots to the liver or to the solar plexus, you just, like, I can't even describe it. You just crumple. Like, your body just gives up. Your body just is like, you just, it's bad. I'll be honest. The solar plexus is even worse than the liver. The liver sucks. The solar plexus feels like your entire body, like, is exploding. I got hit in the solar plexus one time, like, pure, clean, and I was like, "Wah!" It took everything I had to just stay on my feet. New Absolute Joker covers. Oh my God. Gotham's fucking finished. God damn. Bro, I learned about this just... No. Hell no. We're not looking at the Sydney Sweeney dress with peace and love. Bam, 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 bam. Feel like this should be on your bucket list. If it's Sydney Sweeney again, I'm gonna crash out. What? They do a rave at the pyramids? Is that real? Is that AI? Put a laser on the pyramids. Oh my God. Everybody in the West is like normal thing. Oh my God, I didn't know they do this in China. True. Have you seen Absolute Wonder Woman? Yeah, I've actually read some of Absolute Wonder Woman. Okay. Unpopular opinion, I think Absolute Wonder Woman might be the best of the absolutes. It's really good. Not gonna lie, it's my favorite one so far. Yeah. And not just for like the gooning shit. I actually just like prefer the absolute version of Wonder Woman to like her core character. I just think it's cool, man. I just feel like Wonder Woman of all the DC characters needed the overhaul the most. If that makes any sense to anybody. I feel like Wonder Woman kind of got like, her character thread had kind of gotten like a little lost and felt like a little dated compared to like the other. I feel like the other superheroes, they aged them up and like adapted them a little bit more. And they do that a little bit with Wonder Woman, obviously. But Absolute Wonder Woman is just like, I fuck really heavy with it. She has the same characterization. No, she's way more brutal. She's way more brutal, dude. What? Have you read Absolute Wonder Woman? She's way more brutal. She's like a beast. I mean, they're all kind of more brutal and Absolute, but golly. And it all comes rushing back. It feels like a response to all of the Mary Sue complaints because she is such a Mary Sue, but I love it because they snap back to when she learned it all.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Hey Billy, I'm finally getting back into my fantasy league
Yeah.
next season. On a scale of 1 to 10, how out of pocket would it be to name my team Randy Hamas?
Randy Moss? Did I hear that right? I don't think that's Randy Hamas. Is that what you said? Did you say Randy Hamas? Shakira Law, guys. It's happening right here in this country. I can't believe it. Shakira Law sweeping. Got this Martian Manhunter variant. Big fan. Okay. Fire. Fire. Dude, the Absolute series. Everything's hitting at the right time for DC. Can you explain what the Absolute Universe is? Yeah, okay. So essentially, comic books like Marvel or DC have been running for the better part of like the last 100 years, right? These characters are getting a little old. And so you'll have like variants of the core characters that will exist in like their own universe. They're like kind of like reboots for these characters, right? And Absolute, I would say, is like the hardest DC variant that they've done for core characters ever. Like every character has kind of like a wrinkle on their classic appearance, their classic character, their classic powers. And it's just like a little tuned up, a little bit more brutal, a little bit more tough. For example, I'll give you like a very concise example of this. Okay. Superman. We all know the Superman origin story, right? Absolute Superman, the wrinkle is that his parents aren't like these affluent science guild Kryptonians like they are in the original Superman. They're actually members of like the working class, right? Like they are like blue collar Kryptonians. And they are blue collar Kryptonians because Superman's mother writes a thesis when she's a child about the destructive practices of wealthy Kryptonians, essentially. And they're like, hey, chill that shit out. So despite the fact that she's brilliant, she's relegated to this like working class, and she's the only one that foresees the fall of Krypton. So she loads Superman into a pod and sends him out into space. And Superman has much more of like a working class hero mentality than the Superman we know. The very first thing he does in Absolute Superman is go to Brazil and clear out all the asbestos out of a mine so that the workers don't have to worry about working in a mine with like asbestos and like airborne contaminants. And so, I mean, it's a dope twist. You know what I mean? It's like a dope tweak on the characters. Same with Batman, right? Batman isn't a billionaire, is the big twist in his universe. He is no longer a billionaire. He's just a psychopath. He's no longer a billionaire. He's just a psychopath. Like gritty spinoffs, I don't think it's as much of a spinoff as it is like we have a lot of younger authors. We have a lot of younger artists that want to make content within these traditional characters, right? That's how comic books work, is like the old generation passes off characters to a new generation of creatives within the comic book universe, and you get a new adaptation of how these characters look, how these characters feel. Like the most express example of this that I can think of is when Todd McFarlane took over Spider-Man, right? The Spider-Man that you know and love is essentially, for the most part, not totally, but a lot of it is co-opted from Todd McFarlane's interpretation of Spider-Man. And it was grittier and it was tougher and it definitely had more muscles. So like this new iteration of these DC characters is kind of like DC being like, take these characters and do what you want with them. Let's see how this new like twist on these characters is going to look and feel. It's not like a Red Sun where it's like a one shot. Red Sun is like an alternative universe. One shot. You know what I mean? This is more of like develop a new universe with these characters we know. I honestly, Absolute has been so successful that I think you are likely to see maybe not a live action project in these universes, but I think it's very likely you see animation projects. You might see some higher cost different medium adaptations of the Absolute universe in the not so distant future. But it's cool. It's very cool. It's interesting. I talked about it. So I don't talk about comic books often because I am a fan. I wouldn't consider myself like any kind of expert or even like well-versed. And partially it's just because there are so many comic books. Like a wise man knows that he knows nothing. And I just know that like, I like comic books. I enjoy comic books. I read comic books, but like the people that can talk intelligibly about comic books and give like really good takes have read thousands and thousands and thousands of comics. And I know that's not me. I'm a filthy casual. So unlike film, where I think I have like a pretty good take on a lot of things that I think is educated and I would put it up against other film critics, comic books I don't talk about often, particularly from like a critical standpoint. Other than that, I encourage people to read comic books if they don't already. And it's cool because at TwitchCon, I was approached by like 6 or 7 fans that were like, yo, I started reading comic books because you talking about the Absolute Universe. And now I'm like a big fan, which is really, really cool.
Also on the topic of modern DC comics, have you read Absolute Batman Annual #1? It fucked so hard.
Yeah.
Never knew I needed Batman with a flamethrower torching supremacists.
Yeah, for real. I own all of the Absolute first issues. That was something I went out and did immediately. The other one that I want to read is, what is it called? Knockout? DC Knockout? Is that the other one that just came out?
What Absolute
DC
series would you most
KO.
want to
Yeah,
see
I haven't read
adapted
that
as a
yet.
video
I haven't read
game?
that. I'm sorry, what Absolute series would you want most to see adapted in a video game? Real shit, for me, I think it would be a character that we haven't seen much, I'm going to go absolute Martian Manhunter. Of all the core DC characters, Manhunter has gotten the least attention. Like the least. And I want more people in the world to know that Manhunter is like he's a fucking dope character. It's crazy to me how little play Martian Manhunter has gotten outside of like core DC fans. Who is that? Yeah, see, exactly. So Martian Manhunter is as integral to DC as Thor is to Marvel. Like, and so it's always interesting that Martian Manhunter gets no attention whatsoever. This is Martian Manhunter. You might have seen him once or twice and been like, who is that green guy with a cape? But he's a really interesting character. And I would love to see him just get more attention because he's really entertaining. Thor is a bad analogy. It's not. Because I'm going to be real. Outside of Marvel fans, no one knew who the fuck Thor was. Peace and love. Peace and love. No one knew who the fuck Thor was until Chris Hemsworth started playing him. You might not like that, but I'm telling you, outside of Marvel fans, if you said Thor, everybody would be like Norse mythology. They wouldn't think of the superhero. I'm being real with you. Growing up, I just know this for if you said Thor, people would be like, oh, Norse mythology. You would have to be like, no, the one from Marvel Comics. And then he really got put on in a huge way by the Marvel movies. And now he is like a household name. Household name. And I think Martian Manhunter is like as integral to the DC comic books as Thor is in the Marvel comic books. He just has never gotten that mainstream attention. But granted, there are a lot of Marvel comic fans who knew and enjoyed Thor before the films. I'm just talking about like general pop. Can you suggest a comic to start with? I always recommend buying like a collection. Right. If you are just, I don't want to talk again. I'm not a comic expert. 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 I'm not. Okay. So I'm not the person to really ask for this, but if you're looking to get into comic books, they do this thing where they will reprint like a good long run of comics in like a collection.
Ballsy.
Right?
Don't take no shit from anyone.
And
a lot of people forget how B-tier most of the MCU Avengers were before the movies came
yeah.
out.
Yeah. So they will print these collections. I think for me, the one that I would point people to, just because it's one of my favorites, and I think the art is like so bizarre and it moves so quickly, and it's a piece that it is a comic book series that has probably inspired more mainstream work and comic work than any other comic ever. I would recommend Dark Knight Frank Miller. Dark Knight Frank Miller, you can read in about an hour. If you sit down and just plow through it, you can read all of it in an hour. And it's like, it's a story you know, but you don't really know. The art is like fucking bizarre. For a first foray, the other thing is, from a price standpoint, you can get the full Dark Knight collection for like $7 now online. I would bet you can get this on eBay for $7. So you can go through and read this, and it's like a contained story. It's like 4 or 5 mainline DC characters. And when you get done, it's done. I think a lot of other comic collections, you kind of have to know what's going on in the universe a little bit or know the characters. Everybody knows Batman. It's just a good, that is one of the ones that I started with. Also, I think it's honestly, I'm going to say this and people are probably going to get hot about this. It's my favorite representation of the Joker ever. I love Dark Knight Joker. I fucking love this character. I fucking love this character. I love him. For those of you who don't know, the Joker in this comic book is like rehabilitated. And the first time you see him, he's on like Ricky Lake or something, talking about his process of being rehabilitated at Arkham. And he's like, I'm just a guy. I'm out here and I want to prove to everybody. It's very good. Spoilers, he's not. But yeah, it's really great. Again, I'm not a comic expert. This is just one that I enjoy. I'm a big Batman fan.
Ballsy. I don't take
yeah, go ahead.
Won't lie, my introduction to Thor was a movie called Adventure in Babysitting in the 90s.
Real shit. Real shit. Dude, can I be so for real? I remember being like, I think I was probably like 11 years old, 10 years old. And I went on a camping trip with my mom's family friends. And the first time I heard about Thor, the children of my mom's family friends had a bunch of issues of Thor. And I remember at 10 years old being like, this is so fucking lame. Thor is a Norse god. He's not a superhero. You're mixing your metaphors. What the fuck? And then I read that shit and I was like, okay, this is dope. I read it and I was like, this is fucking cool. Thor just taking Mjolnir and cracking someone in the head. The caption, Neff said. I was like, all right, I'm in. While we're still on comic stuff, this video has no sound. Sorry, I wish I could listen to it. Through extensive research, I believe I have found a finisher that is more degenerate than the Devil's Kiss. Okay.
You heard her. Touch grass. You can do it. Put your back into it.
It's called the touch grass? Is this what all those streamers have been telling me to do? Well, now I'm back in.
Kids. You heard her. Touch grass. You can.
Well, now I get it. Now I understand why all these streamers are telling me to touch grass. You know, I'm allergic to grass pollen, but now I get it. Of course that would make me a more grounded individual.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
God, I wish I was the one on the bottom.
That's Harambe. Yeah, I know. Under Shakira law, no one will touch grass anymore. This is devastating. Under Shakira law, no one will be bounced on by a buxom muscle girl. Oh my God. Okay, I perfected yesterday. All right, I'm minimizing chats. Can you do it again? Can you go 2 for 2? Chats are minimized. Wait, is that Riptide again? Oh. Okay, I thought it was yesterday's. This is a new one. What is this? Bro, what is this? I wouldn't have pulled that. Yellow by Coldplay. The fuck song is that? Isn't that the one who's like, well, it was all yellow? Okay. I actually know that song. I did not identify that. All right, next one. Now this says rock. But I think this is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is not rock. I think that's bad. I think that's bad by Michael Jackson. I can never spell Michael. My goddamn dyslexia. Or is it Beat It? But you wanna be bad. Oh, it's Beat It. It's Beat It. Beat It. Okay, that's not a rock song. Okay, hip hop. I always flounder on these. I got that 1.1 though. Here we go. Oh, I know this. I think this is Drake. I think this is Drake. I'm a rookie in the vet. Is this Enemies? What is it called? I got enemies. Got a lot of energy. I got enemies. Got a lot of energy. Got a lot of people trying to drain me on, trying to take it away. Was it back to back? Oh, God. It's not God's plan. I think this is Drake, man. It is Drake. Oh, God. What's the name of this song, dude? It's not one of these. Fuck. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where the fuck is started from the bottom? What the fuck? Am I? What? Drake? I know this is Drake, man. Is it called something else? First person shooter, God's Plan. It's not God's Plan. It's not One Dance. I need a One Dance. Push-ups. This is Drake. This is God, I'm going back to back. Now I'm back. What song is this?
Yeah.
That's Drake! That's Drake! I just don't know the name of this. I need a hint. God damn it.
Weezy,
Nanamino. Nanamino. Oh, God. Just fuck me. Fuck me. What?
Yeah. Weezy, back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than a Beatle.
That doesn't show up when I type Drake? They don't include the featuring Drakes? Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm bitter. All right, chats are back up.
No.
Chats are back up.
I usually have something to say.
Okay. If he doesn't talk about how fat the Flash's ass is, then we've missed the point.
But what is this?
Gluteus maximus.
Bro, I'm not even finna point out the obvious thing. But this can't be real. Like, I know.
Honestly though, I get it. There is a hint. There is a hint.
This can't be real.
In this art.
I'm not even finna point out the obvious thing.
There is a hint in this art. Other than their fat asses. What is going through this artist's mind? And that is the gay Ivy and Harley, right? Obviously, we got someone queer in the room. We got someone queer in the writer's room. We got someone queer in the art department. And if we're going to have a gay Harley and Ivy, let's give the Flash a fat ass, okay? You know what? There it is. This is why we need more queer representation everywhere. Okay? I'm okay with the Flash having a big fat ass. Why? One, why not? Two, canonically it makes sense, right? Fastest guy in the universe, he's got to have a powerful gluteus maximus. Okay? This is lore accurate. Hate all you want. Sleep on it all you want. If you're gonna break light speed on your feet, you're gonna have a fat dumper. Okay?
But this can't be real. Like, I know that the Flash, right? He usually has a slender, like, type of muscular, sort of like Spider-Man type deal. I don't know how to explain this without sounding weird. But all I gotta say is there is no way that all of the
Someone in chat said they stole my ass. You mind if I give your number to Austin Show? I'm just trying to be a homie. Okay? If you look like this, I got a friend who wants to meet you. Especially if you're on the Twinkie side, okay?
artists got together and looked at everything that came out that was Flash beforehand and drew this up and said,
dude, come on. I'm riding for my friends. All right? That's just being a good friend. Recruiting talent for your friends hey.
Why am I pointing there? This is the one.
I'm a woman. I'm sorry you're out. I'm so sorry to have wasted your time. I'm so sorry. You're out.
Dude, you can't be serious.
What about Christian, or did I miss a
Qualified. I gotta pee. I'll be right back, y'all. Dude, I literally, you know what's crazy is like Chatter's effect on my brain. Since yesterday when that guy was like, blow your nose, don't keep that shit in. Cause I was like that. I literally just went to blow my nose. That chatter is in my fucking head. Like a Pavlovian response. I was about to go like that. And I was like, I wonder if that guy's watching. I can't sniffle. I saw this clip of practical puppetry and stop motion. This shit is so cool. Merman Rider. Also, I'm just a big fan of, it's called drow, right? Spider people, they're called the drow, right? I think every drow design I've ever, Drider, that's it. They're so cool, man. Driders are just cool. Can we create a Pavlovian response to your farts? I don't fart on stream. Not yet. Oh, okay. You want it to go the other way. Oh. If you like Driders, look up Arachne. There, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, there is a best Drider of all time, and it's the Stalk from Saga. I will take no debate on this. The Stalk from Saga was the first spider-based character where I was like, ooh, spider, I have arachnophobia. Ooh, I have arachnophobia. I have arachnophobia.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Hi, Will. I hope you feel better soon. When you get the chance, if you could check your DMs, that would be fab. Neffel transgender pride.
Yeah. Shy, I'm going to be honest. The China trip, I haven't gotten back to you yet. And part of the reason I haven't gotten back to you yet is I still don't even have my visa approved. And there's so much travel there. I didn't want to lock you into anything that like I was worried about happening. So, the voiceover too, I got you on that. But yeah, I really wanted to bring you to China, but like that trip is like still, I mean, it's happening, but like Hassan and I have yet to get back our visas. I'll just say that. So wait, are you not going? No, we're going. We're going. But
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
let me put it this way. If I fuck up my China trip, or if Hassan fucks up his China trip, That's on us. I can live with that. If I plan a trip for someone else to come from another part of the world to help us in China, and then it gets bogged, the guilt I would feel would be so immense that I would like have to commit harakiri. You know what I mean? Do you guys feel me on that? And I thought this was going to be done and planned way more in advance. We are coming down to the wire. Basically, Hassan and I will get our visas and go to the airport at this point. So you thought with Hassan involved? I know, bro. I know. God love him. God love him. Your name is Will. You'll get your visa back. Hassan, on the other hand, with the name Hassan. Well, I don't know. Shakira Law. Yeah, I mean. Are they processing visas now? They are. For your Wonder Woman big dog.
Hello, it's me. 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 It's me.
Snoo. Now, this is how you do marketing. What is behind her? Dude, there's nothing funnier than fail son nepotism predator. You know what's funny about that is most nepotism fail sons become predators. This predator went the other way. That's really fun. I'm hoping and I'm praying and I am cautiously optimistic that this Predator movie will be good. I'm hoping. You may need this to prepare for China. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Chatter. I as I've been prepping for China, I am fluent in Mandarin. So yeah, thank you for those hints. Good to know. You should look up when your house is haunted but rent is cheap. What does that mean? I like the name. I know we missed this year for Halloween, but maybe next year's we could watch this. Post isn't available, unfortunately. I mean, we watched a bunch of scary movies in October. I thought we did pretty good. Oh, Will, I finally watched Gojiam Haunted Asylum. That shit was scary and good. Hell yeah. Some kind of Sam. Thank you. Can we watch a South Korean movie? Yeah. Have you seen Meat Canyon's latest live action video? No. Live action? It's so good. I don't see a live action video. Is it not on his main channel? It's a short film? Is it on Papa Meat? It's self-titled? What is it? What is it titled? Shit, sorry, this sent me the same thing. This one?
What should we do today, Ferb?
No, this isn't.
I know we got.
This isn't live action, is it? Wait. Oh, it changes to live action. Oh shit. You guys want to watch this before film night? 13 minutes? Okay. Let's do it. Shout out Meat Canyon.
What should we do today, Ferb? I know we gotta go to summer school, and that makes me a little angry. I think I know what we should do today.
Oh my God, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Dude, I thought... Yo, I have the flu for real. I thought I'd been streaming for like 20 minutes. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Not Phineas and Ferb.
God, what a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I hate to say it, but titles like this just scream I'm a streamer who doesn't care and made it. The title of my stream? Brother, I've been streaming for 6 years. I'm out of titles.
Just got hit by a car.
Here, I
Can
got
we
you.
watch Memories
I
of
got you.
Murders for
I got
Film
you.
Night?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, gang. Will here. Streams? We got that. I love to stream. This one is gonna be good. All new stuff. I care about this title. There you go. Still got it.
Phineas and Ferb school shooter cartoon. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. What the fuck?
Oh, God. Oh, it's just getting worse. I've got to do something different. What the fuck am I gonna do?
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Will,
Yes.
Bonjiom Haunted Asylum is free on YouTube if the gang wants another scary movie.
Ooh. Are there tits in that? I said we wouldn't watch it. I'll consider it. What are we watching? Right now we're watching Meat Canyon short film. After this, we'll do a film. Dildo? No, guys, that's, come on. Don't be insensitive. That's a breathing device. Come on. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god.
What if like Walter White's son had like a pregnancy scare at school and he was like pissed about it or something? I don't know.
That's it? I can't make that. I can't make it. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dad.
Oh.
Dad, I need to talk to you about something. Dad, I think I got myself in a bit of a pickle.
What is it, son?
I think I knocked up some girl at my school. We were knocking boots and crutches, and I thought I used protection or something, but anyway.
Do you think you used protection? Or do you know?
I don't know how to read the stitches.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
What do you mean you don't know how to read the stick?
I don't know. She took a piss on it, but it's stinky.
Damn it, Glenn. Let me show you how to read it. Where's the box? You see the box?
I throw it away.
Oh, God. Oh, this is a pickle. We're in a bit of a pickle.
Do you smell this, Dad?
Oh, fuck, man.
Smells like someone's gonna be a grandpa.
People are fucking mean, man! Fuck! God, no one likes any of my ideas. Everyone keeps calling me fucking stupid and fat. I don't. Why do they bring up the fat thing? It feels really irrelevant to the whole situation. But I need one more idea. I just need one. Just something to tide me over, please. Please. Please.
Oh yeah, wow.
Oh my god. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh god.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Colin Scripted gifted a tier 1 sub to Kate has always 8.
There's no trans people in my swamp. Get out of here, you foul beast!
Oh, Dad, I'm your baby girl. What are you talking about?
It goes against everything that's magic.
Oh my god.
I don't want a feral beast in my swamp.
What is this? Is this some kind of fucking joke to you? I'm busting my ass up there and you're not doing shit! Because you don't care. You don't care about anything, do you? Nothing! Nothing!
Oh my god.
There's gotta be something more.
Oh my god.
There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing.
This set is crazy. My God. Wow. Dude, Meat Canyon made a fucking Cronenberg film. Meat Canyon made a fucking Cronenberg film. That was crazy, dude, from the first.
I think I know what we should do today.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
Oh yeah, wow.
Man, that was incredible. That was incredible, bro. He really, you can tell he like loves Cronenberg and body horror, and he kind of just made his own body horror film. That's rad. There's so much production value in that. I'm absolutely baffled. That is so crazy. Golly. That was phenomenal. Holy crap. I'm floored by that. I'm absolutely floored. Holy smokes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for film night. Haas, if you're there, can you run the header, please? Can you run the header, please? Thank you.
Isn't it beautiful, chat? Life is not a movie. It's not scripted, edited, or packaged for the screen. We are more than the moments we see in motion pictures. Our existence is raw, unscripted, and beautifully unpredictable. Every breath, every heartbeat is a story untold, and a story that goes beyond any frame. But in those frames, in those fleeting moments on the screen, we find our greatest escape. Movies let us step outside of life, if only for a moment, to dream, to feel, and to live someone else's story. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. Welcome to Neff's Movie Night.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Will Neff's movie night. And this film is one that I think has had a lot of anticipation in this community, because last night, after Spooptober, I said that we would watch something international. We'd watch something a little older, not too old.
Cool.
And what I left out was that this would be the perfect movie to watch after being hit by a car, run over by a car, operating a car while running a person over, seeing someone being run over by a car, hearing someone being run over by a car, having a car accident happen in your neighborhood. Tonight we're watching Memories of a Murder. I've been recommending this film so many times. So many times. If you're not a degenerate member of this community, you might not understand what I'm saying there. There was a chatter who once upon a time asked what movie he should watch after being struck by a car. And I told him that was a very hard movie to recommend. And I said Memories of a Murder. What I didn't know is that the coming months of my life would be marked by hundreds and hundreds of donations related to reckless driving accidents. And to all of those people, I recommended the 2003 crime classic, Memories of a Murder. This movie is phenomenal. It's an early Bong Joon-ho film. I wanted to get back to watching international cinema, and this movie is phenomenal. It's unbelievably well made for its $2 million budget. Really excited to watch this movie with y'all. It is an international film. It is a Korean film. And so I know I'm going to lose about 1,000 of you to subtitles. And I'm okay with that. We've been watching a lot of American films. We've been watching a lot of horror. And I think this film is very, very worthwhile. I'm having my best AI checking technology going through the movie right now. There may be some things that I have to screen. I'm checking. But it's a great movie. This is actually, in case you know him, streamer Nandre's favorite film. This is a film that the first time I watched it, I'll be so honest, I was perplexed by it. But it stayed with me.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Memories of a Murder is peaked. There you go. It was a movie that the first time I watched it, I was like, what the heck? And I think sometimes when a movie stays with you, more than just immediately enjoying it, there's something kind of intangible about Memories of a Murder that made me pry more into the movie. Yeah, and Nandre's jump at the shark, giving you the lead. But the story around this film and what it was meant to accomplish is incredible. So we're going to have a good little story time at the end of this one. My tit-checking technology is going through it right now. But that's the movie tonight. It's a 2003 thriller from Korea by the amazing Bong Joon-ho. So with that being said, we have a set of rules that we observe here. We're going to watch those rules. They're 3 minutes long. If you've never been here before, you should maybe check these out. If you've been here before, you know this is your 3 minutes to go get a snack, get a blanket, get comfortable, turn out the lights, do all the things you need to do to enjoy a full-length feature film. Now, a few rules before we watch the rules. We're going to be using YouTube Free Movies to watch this movie. In case you don't know what that is, it is a large group of films that is licensed by YouTube so that you can watch it for free. It has tits. Thank you. We'll get the time code on those tits and we'll screen them out. What was I going to say? We turn off chat. We turn off donations. We turn off alerts as not to contaminate the quality or the artistic integrity of this film. Anyway, with that being said, here are the rules. You have 3 minutes.
It's a groovy time for a movie time. So grab your gap and grab a seat. But don't forget to get something to eat. Delicious meat and nutritious meat.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat.
Sucking on me is really neat.
Don't be a jerk and don't be a fool. Be a good neighbor and follow these rules. What are these rules? Remember to keep your shoes on at all times. Don't pull your penis out
Unless you really need to.
Indecent exposure is a class 2 felony.
Don't come watch. Don't come watch. Behavior wasn't. Don't let it work out. We still have a fucking money. Do not kick or take off the seat if I told you while sitting there. I am everywhere at once. I will cut you off if you make out here. I will cut your lips and tongue from your head with if I see you videotaping this movie, sights you rain down your throat with hard acid, dissolve your testicles and turn your guts into snakes. This is a copyrighted movie for Time Warner. If I find you sold it on eBay, I will break into your house and tear your wife in half.
All right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, 2 heads up going into this film, because I like to give heads up so that no one is blindsided. First and foremost, there is... Yeah, go ahead.
Ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Well, if we are watching it, who got hit by a car tonight?
I don't know. Could be any of us, really. Here are your heads ups.
That's for a cool.
First and foremost, this movie features not a ton of nudity, but enough that I am going to have to censor like 3 or 4 scenes. So just be aware if you see my full face on the screen, I'm sorry. The second thing is a little bit more pertinent. The violence in this movie is rather close to the bone. It is traumatic. It's not the most traumatic movie we've ever watched. It's not something that I don't think the majority of you can handle. But if you're someone who is easily affected by serial killer style violence, particularly towards women, just be aware that this one you might want to tap out. Right? I always give that little heads up ever since Climax, when I traumatized half this fucking platform. So there you go. There's my warning to you. Be aware if this is not your type of film. It's not your type of film. I don't judge that at all. You just got to be aware what kind of hot sauce is for you. Okay. All right. With that being said, viewer discretion is advised. Let's get this started. Hold on. One second. Okay, let's get everything set up.